Do you sometimes take a look around your home and think that it's just too much for you at this point in your life? Too much space? Hello! Too much cleaning? Too much yard work? Too much expense? Just too much of everything. Maybe your kids have all left the house or are gone to college, or maybe your knees can't handle the stairs up and down every day. In any case, there are many reasons why a large house may not be the best fit for you at this point in your life. If you've started thinking about maybe downsizing and living in a smaller space for all of those reasons that I just listed, there are lots of great options for you. Hi, and welcome back to At Home with Jody. I'm Jody Whitehurst, a licensed real estate broker in Apex, North Carolina, helping downsizers, empty nesters, and more with their home buying and selling needs in the Greater Raleigh area. If you're looking to downsize or have other real estate questions and are in the Raleigh area, please contact me. My information is in the description below and at the end of this video. So if you're looking to downsize, one of the options you may have heard of is 55 and up communities, which typically day-to-day living is on one floor. So let's start with what is so special about the age 55 anyway. First, the IRS allows us to withdraw money from our employer's retirement plan penalty-free if we leave our job on or after the age of 55. This rule applies to 401ks and 403bs, but not to traditional or Roth IRAs. Now, keep in mind that penalty-free doesn't mean tax-free. Withdrawals will still be taxed as regular income. And at this point in your life, 55 and up, maybe your priorities have shifted. The kids may be grown, you may start thinking about your career winding down, and the thought of a large house doesn't seem as rewarding or manageable as it used to. So why does downsizing after the age of 55 appeal to so many people? One of the biggest advantages is less maintenance and upkeep. A smaller home means fewer rooms to clean, less yard to maintain, and fewer repairs. This gives you more time and money to spend on other things like hobbies and travel and spending time with family and friends and loved ones. Another major reason to downsize is lower expenses. With a smaller home, you'll likely reduce your mortgage, if you even have one. You may sell your larger home and be able to pay cash for your next home. Wouldn't that be amazing? You'll also likely have lower property taxes, utility bills, and insurance. This can make a huge difference if you're planning for retirement or are already on a fixed budget. And as I mentioned before, downsizing often opens the door to more freedom, the ability to have a more on-the-go, active social lifestyle. Many people in this stage of life start to think about having a home with fewer steps. I know that my knees sound like I have a pack of Tic Tacs in my pocket every time I go up and down the stairs. And I miss the ranch house that I used to have. While I love my house, it is big and there are a lot of stairs. So I'm actually starting to think about downsizing in the near future as well. Many people start to think about how nice it would be to have all of their living on one floor. So you may look for a true ranch home or what we call a 1.5, where the majority of day-to-day living is on the first floor and you might just have a bonus room upstairs or a bonus room and a bedroom upstairs, but everything else is on the first floor. And that's why 55 and up communities are so popular, because the majority of them are either ranch homes or have the majority of daily life on the first floor, and they just have less maintenance overall. You might gravitate towards a community that offers amenities like walking trails or fitness centers and pools and social events. Imagine stepping out your front door and being able to just join in a pickleball game or a yoga class without driving anywhere. Reach out to me if you'd like a list of all of the 55 and up communities in the Greater Raleigh area. One of the questions that I get asked the most often is, when is the right time to downsize? And truth be told, there is no one-size-fits-all answer. You may have reasons for wanting to downsize when you're much younger than 55, or you may be 60, 70, or even 80 and above. But here are some of the indicators that it might be time to start thinking about making a move. If you're finding yourself with empty bedrooms and unused spaces, it might be a sign. Large homes are great for when you're raising a family and maybe needing also a dedicated office or a dedicated workout space. But once the kids are grown and they're out on their own, maybe that space just feels more like a burden than a necessity. Another sign it might be time to downsize is if your current home isn't working for your current physical needs. As we get older, things like stairs and large yards and lots of space become more difficult to deal with. As I mentioned before, I went from a ranch home to a 3-floor home. And boy, do I miss my ranch. It was really nice to be able to walk on one level to the laundry or to my son's bedroom. Now it seems like I'm going up and down all day, which is probably good because I do need the exercise, but my knees aren't happy. Downsizing to a single level home or a condo can make daily living just so much easier. And finally, if you're thinking about retirement coming up on the horizon, downsizing can free up cash that may allow you to travel or do hobbies that you've always thought about, or maybe even investing in a second home to use for either a vacation spot or to have passive income and use it as a rental. Selling your larger home could give you the financial freedom that you've been looking for. If you're enjoying this video and learning something from it, please hit the like button and hit the bell and subscribe button to be notified when I put out future videos just like this. And let me know in the comments below, how far are you away from retirement? Are you starting to consider downsizing? And what are your reasons for starting to think about it? So let's talk about how to actually start the downsizing process. You may have lived in your current home for just a couple of years, or 10, 20, 30, even 40 years. And in 40 years, we can accumulate a lot of stuff. So it might be a little bit daunting to think about downsizing at this point. I know it can feel overwhelming, but I'm going to walk you through some simple steps to get started. Step 1, decluttering. Downsizing is the perfect time to evaluate what you really need and what you might be able to let go of. Tackle one room at a time. Don't get overwhelmed and try to do all rooms at once, just one room. Tackle your worst room, the most cluttered room first, because then you'll feel a huge sense of accomplishment when you're finished and the motivation to continue on. Ask yourself about each item. Do I use this regularly? Does this item bring me joy? Letting go of things can be tough, but think about how freeing it will be to move into your new space with only what you need. Click here to watch my video on decluttering. Decluttering can be quite an emotional and time-consuming process, so give yourself plenty of time to do this to avoid stress and pressure as much as possible. Step 2 is to prioritize your needs and wants. Make a list of must-haves for your new home. Is it single-level living? Proximity to family, proximity to amenities. Maybe you're dreaming of a smaller home but still want a large kitchen for family gatherings. Have a clear idea of what matters most to you, and it will make your search a whole lot easier. Step 3, research communities. If you're staying in the Greater Raleigh area, there are so many wonderful neighborhoods and communities that are designed with downsizers in mind. From 55 and up communities to low maintenance patio homes, townhomes, and condos, there's something for everyone. Spend time visiting these areas, talking to current residents, and checking out their amenities. Or maybe this is your opportunity to explore other areas of the country or the world. You don't always have to buy another house. Maybe this is your opportunity to rent for a while and just explore different areas and find out what is the best fit for you. Okay, so you've decluttered, prioritized, and done your research. You've decided that you do want to buy a smaller home than you have now. So what should you actually consider when choosing your next home? First, think about size and layout. You're downsizing, but that doesn't mean that you have to feel cramped in your new space. Look for a home with a functional layout. Smaller square footage doesn't have to feel tiny. Open concept spaces are great for making a smaller space feel larger. Consider proximity to amenities, whether it's grocery stores, healthcare, or recreational activities. Living near essential services will make life a lot easier. Do you prefer public transportation? Is the community easy to access buses and other means of local transportation? And finally, consider the specific community and its lifestyle. If you're someone who enjoys socializing, pick a community that fosters that. Many 55 and up communities offer clubs, events, and group activities that can help you stay active and connected. Now, if you're someone who rarely leaves the house and socializes now, buying in a 55 and up community may not make sense for you. Buying in a 55 and up community can be rather expensive because of all of the amenities that they offer. And if you don't get out of the house now, just because you move to a community that has amenities doesn't automatically mean that you're going to get out and use them. So you have to know yourself well enough to know if that's a waste of money or not. You don't want to pay for them if you really won't use them. Of course, a big part of downsizing is selling your current home. This can be a very emotional process, especially if you've been there for decades and possibly raised a family in it. But it's also a very exciting opportunity for a fresh start. First, you'll want to connect with a trusted real estate professional like me who understands downsizers and can help the process go smoothly. We can give you a task list to prepare your home for sale. This may mean making any necessary repairs, possibly updating key areas like kitchens or bathrooms, and of course, staging your home to attract buyers. A well-staged home can sell faster and at a higher price, giving you more money to put towards your next place. If you're in the Greater Raleigh area, please don't hesitate to reach out if I can help guide you through this process. So is downsizing right for you right now? It really comes down to your goals, your lifestyle, and your needs. Downsizing can offer you more financial freedom, less stress, and the opportunity to live a more active and engaged life. But it's important to go through the process thoughtfully and do what's right for you. Thanks again for watching, and don't forget, if you like this video, to hit the thumbs up and the bell and the subscribe button to be notified when I put out future videos just like this. If you're considering downsizing in the Greater Raleigh area, I would love to help. Whether you're just starting to think about it or you're ready to make a move, feel free to reach out for a free consultation. I can help you find the perfect home to fit your new lifestyle.